Pues es un enorme placer para mí estar en este hermoso teatro presentando este homenaje. Hoy estamos reunidos aquí para rendir tributo a un cineasta reconocido a nivel internacional. Él es considerado como uno de los más destacados realizadores de cine que ahora es de culto. Entre sus créditos se cuentan más de 400 películas y es muy conocido por sus westerns y por las brillantes adaptaciones que ha hecho de Edgar Allan Poe. Así que esta noche estamos celebrando la trayectoria del maestro Roger Corman.
El Festival Internacional de Cine Guanajuato presenta
In a filmmaking career that has spanned over 30 years, my next guest is the man responsible for such cinematic classics as The House of Usher, Wild Angels. Please welcome Roger Corman.
Homenaje internacional a Roger Corman.
The artist should be able to express himself for less money than that.
5 pistolas marca el debut de Roger Corman como director. A esta producción le siguieron 50 filmes dirigidos y más de 350 películas producidas.
He made so many movies. In 1957, he directed 10 movies. I think most people don't get pictures of
Don't understand money in the movie business. It's like an artist who doesn't understand paint. Roger told me, well, I understand paint. I gotta thin it up with turpentine or there's no picture.
He desecrates the other which he loves.
A nervous contraction.
El ataque de los cangrejos gigantes, el cuervo, el día del fin del mundo y la tienda de los horrores forman parte de la gran filmografía Corman, quien al terminar sus estudios de ingeniería industrial en la Universidad de Stanford decidió que había equivocado su profesión, que lo suyo era el cine.
He really came across, I felt, as more like an English film professor, rather than kind of making all of these kind of violent exploitation movies that he made.
The goal was that every motorcycle that runs, have it smash into something. And then when it stops running, blow it.
Rock and roll high school.
You wouldn't think of the movies at him as
elegant, and precise.
I'll recommend you to all my friends.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.
Roger comienza esta carrera frenética al lado de James H. Nicholson y Samuel Arkuth en la productora independiente American International Pictures.
Don't call me squaw.
You're a dirty Apache squaw.
I'm gonna kill you.
Your people did that.
Not only was he a brother from Hollywood and that he did it all himself and did it outside of the studio system, but there was an edge of rebellion, to the movies.
Roger understood the need for audiences to identify with rebellion.
He was more irreverent, he was more hip, very cool.
Now, if you didn't stop voting, don't come back or I'll bang your ass! Great who said you're voting, Frenchman? What is the meaning of this?
This is Mr. Winthrop, sir. How dare you admit anyone into this house?
En 1960 rueda la caída de la casa Asher, con la que comienza la serie de adaptaciones de obras de Edgar Allan Poe.
Never was a Poe movie. They were riveting and stylish.
El péndulo de la muerte, la obsesión, historias de terror, el palacio de los espíritus, la máscara de la muerte roja, la tumba de la Ligeia y el cuervo es el nombre de los 7 títulos que nacen del universo Poe. En 1962, Roger Corman filma The Intruder.
I mean, they've got 10 niggas enrolled already in the schools, and they're starting Monday.
It's fine. Do you think it's fine?
No, I sure don't.
El director deja a un lado los monstruos y los elementos fantásticos y ahonda en el tema de la segregación racial que atacaba a la sociedad americana.
We were having our lives threatened to make a film about immigration. This is the only film that I don't think we ever made money of, and yet it's our best film.
If there's something you really want to do, which is cases making movies, then you keep on doing it. Every time you fail, you just keep on.
Inaugura el Festival de Venecia en 1966 con Los Ángeles del Infierno.
Roger's a guy who's not going to miss an opportunity to take advantage of every single thing he can shoot.
And they were real Hell's Angels, guys. They were terrible. They were afraid.
We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. We want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded.
I remember asking him about the third or fourth day at the Wild Angels. I said, how many of these things have you done? He said, this is 900.
En 1970, junto con su hermano, Roger crea New World Pictures.
Roger's own personal taste in pictures is very different from the type of pictures that he makes.
Most of our films are domestic. However, we do distribute a number of foreign films. Bergman, Fellini, Truffaut, now Kurosawa.
The new Fellini. The majors started to give up on foreign films. Roger taught people like Ingmar Bergman and Fellini into, I can get your picture on screens that would never run a movie of yours.
Ingmar Bergman was a seminal influence on Roger as a director.
First company that was completely bifurcated. In other words, in one direction they were doing exploitation films, and in the other direction they were doing the best foreign language films that were out there at that time.
Set your sights on the tastiest game. From New World Pictures.
I was in a perfect position to be discovered and cultivated Francis Coppola, Bogdanovich.
I think it's very important to let the generation today know who he is.
The fans recognize him. The filmmakers recognize him. We know who he is, and we appreciate it.
The movie lovers of the planet Earth, thank you.
I remember the night that hit when I was running on in a big silk and a flower. We got 50,000 watts in a big acoustic tower. Security's so tight tonight. Oh, they're ready for the tussle. Better keep your backstage passes.
Roger Corman, en Guanajuato.
Vamos a recibir ahora con el aplauso que se merece al señor Roger Corman. Mr. Corman que nos diga.
Delighted and honored to be a guest at the Film Festival here that is headed by Sarah Hoke, who's done a wonderful job in making this one of the most important film festivals in the world. I've been making films for over 50 years now, and I hope to continue for at least a few more years. I can think back on the trials and tribulations of making films, trying to reconcile the twin gods of art and commerce. I think to work in film today, you must recognize both being an artist and having some knowledge of commerce somewhere along the line. I'm reminded, I can say this to the young filmmakers as I reach the later stages of my career, of a statement from Pablo Picasso, who said that it is a full and wonderful career for an artist to learn from and take from all the work of the artist before him and add just something to that is a full career. And I hope that I've been able to at least add a little bit to what has gone before. And I salute and encourage the young filmmakers here to learn from those who have gone before and to add something of their own to contribute and to pass on to the next generation. Thank you.
Ella va a entregar la Cruz de Plata, que es el máximo galardón que entrega el Festival Internacional de Cine de Guanajuato. Y tenemos también a la regidora y presidenta de la Comisión de Patrimonio de la Humanidad, Clarisa Beatriz Arrancha Mercado, que va a entregar a nuestro homenajeado un regalo por parte de la ciudad.
Roger, I know you've seen me get these long days. You left the best for last. Absolutely, and you inspire us. You really do. You inspire every young filmmaker that's here, every producer that is here, young and old. And we know you're making films, you're still making films. We know you're seeing sparks of interest to making films in Mexico. We're going to take you to the think tank tomorrow, and we're going to present to you the new technology of virtual reality and film in virtual reality. And I know you're going to go crazy. And I know you'll be making more and more films. You inspire us to make films every day, and we'd like to give you this piece of that.
We feel very pleased to have you here. I'm very proud. Welcome to Guanajuato. We hope you enjoy this party for you. And I come to represent the mayor of Guanajuato, Ingeniero Luis Fernando Gutierrez, and I'm really pleased to be here with you. Congratulations.
Just tell us a few words about the film we're going to watch tonight.
The Intruder is a very personal film for me. I made it with my brother producing. I directed it. It had to do with the integration of schools in the South in the 1960s. This was the first time in the southern portion of the United States that blacks were allowed to go to school with whites. The government had anticipated that it would go with no problems. Big problems did erupt, and we developed a screenplay of a young intruder, the title character of the picture played by William Shatner in the first picture he ever made. It's a very personal picture for us. Bill did a wonderful job. I think it was our best film, and it was the first film that ever made that lost money. However, it won a couple of film festivals, and we made the film in 1960. Bill Shatner and I did commentary for a DVD version of it, and finally, 40 years after we made the film, we finally got our money back.
Thank you, Mr. Corman. Muchas gracias y pues que empiece la película. Buenas noches.